In this series, our panel of experts will visit 2 independent businesses, a gift shop and a fashion boutique, to help them not just survive, but to thrive. And here's the game changer. Every strategy, every tip, and every breakthrough you're about to see, you can use in your own business. And welcome to the Retail Makeover Mission. Today, we're working with a gift store to explore the key fundamentals of running a boutique gift shop and how applying them can help a retailer stand out from the rest. Meet Michaela, owner of the boutique gift store Tabanaba in the seaside town of Felixstowe. After running a successful business in London, Michaela moved to the area with her family in 2021 and started Tabanaba in 2024. Some of the problems that Michaela is looking to address is the seasonality of working in a seaside town like Felixstowe, the overall size of the store, and making better use of the storefront window, while also reducing the effects of sun bleaching. We've put together a team of retail experts to mentor Michaela and tackle these issues. Bevan, head of retail at the National History Museum in London. John Abate, the visual merchandising master. David Whiteley, our retail data expert. Samantha Gibbs, our experienced independent retailer. But first, it was time to meet the team and chat through some of the issues Michaela had been facing.
First of all, Michaela, congratulations on winning Retail Makeover.
Thank
really
you.
looking forward to working with you over the next few months.
Are there specific kind of areas or, SKU count or profitability that you're thinking about at the moment?
Got lots of data. I don't know how to access it and use it to make it work for me and what I need to do to be able to make everything better.
So I can definitely help with this. The owner intuition is very key. You probably do have it right, but the data can actually expose some things that you just don't see because it's just too much detail.
Do you change stock or have in mind window displays for seasonality?
Yes, but there is actually a problem I forgot to mention on my survey form, that in the window, everything gets bleached by the sun. So
I've written that down actually, put windows and sun damage.
Yeah, so that happens a lot. And so I kind of have to be mindful of what I'm putting in it because eventually I will just use hundreds of pounds.
You will stock, yeah.
And then it was time for our experts to get eyes on the ground.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
Hi, I'm Claire.
Hi, Claire.
I'm John.
Hi, John.
Yeah.
Good to see
Real
you.
life.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah, so we're keen to get
Get
inside. See
Yeah.
inside, yeah.
Inside. So this is Tabanaba. We have children's items on this side, and then as we go up, each section in the children's area grows as the child grows. We also have children's clothes which sell really well. We then move on into the adults area. So we've got some accessories, we've got bags and wallets. And then for the summer, because we're by the seaside, we have a lot of towels.
Colourful.
Yeah, very colourful. I'm quite proud of the collection. They're items that you can't just find anywhere and people walk out of the shop saying so. That's one of the best things about it for me. We might be most popular for cards at the moment due to the selection we've got.
They're a great add-on, aren't they?
You have the gift as a card.
Plastic card, yeah. My first impression of the store is it's clearly run by someone with a lot of passion for retail, someone who loves their community and has a really great eye for some lovely product. She's a mother herself, and you can see that her taste and kind of her story is really reflected in the store.
It's tiny. It's a bit of a TARDIS. It's trying to do a lot in a very small space. I don't know the customer flow of the shop. What would you do? Would you come in and go straight that way?
If I was in the shop, if it was busy, I probably wouldn't come in at all for a start because it would be so crowded. But although I think the actual flow is good, like coming into the store round and the till is in the right place.
Yeah, you kind of loop around and then,
so that's all really good. But yeah, this is causing congestion, and you can't see the breadth of products she currently has in here. So I think what the data show me so far is some really clear product areas that do really well for Michaela. So particularly there are some clear seasonal peaks. She's got an August and a December peak. August peak seems very reliant on all her seasonal items. She's got some brilliant ranges here, towels and buckets and spades and things that are great for kids.
Decisions have to be kind of data-based. These dinosaurs are cute, but does she sell them, and should they even be here?
There's a big fixture with lots of leads and lovely and bow ties for dogs. Maybe who doesn't want that? But it was, and obviously clearly there's lots of people with pets here, so you can see how it would be a range that you would think might work. It was on a big fixture, but as you look at the sales data of that, although the sales were okay and they've picked up since they were on a bigger fixture, they haven't actually got to a level which seems to justify that space. I think they're about 0.2% of the sales, and they're actually taking up quite a significant part of the store.
It's the lowest category, taking up a lot of room.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you tend to be like slash and burn, like quite harsh, going, I think you need to get rid of the category?
Yeah. Data will help you make decisions, and also it does sometimes kind of the ranges that you're passionate about sometimes and you think really work. I mean, they don't always, and data kind of helps you make the hard decision and maybe cut things and reduce things and move and try something else and try something new.
The current layout reduces the shop's accessibility and gives the overall feel of a very small space. It also reduces the visibility of some of the items at the back of the shop. And with merchandise as good as this, you don't want to miss anything. So working out how to streamline and make more of the space is a top priority for our mentors.
Well, if we're able to remove this,
Yeah.
these are 2 units. So I would like to drag one, like, so they're in a line.
Yeah.
And then also it would give you more space.
Yeah, I think it is really just about tweaking the store. It's quite common, like, as you grow, to start thinking about actually what's working, what product mix is doing. You've added fixtures, you've added ranges, and it's just a point of reviewing it, really focusing on what's doing well for the store, and also just making sure that the customer can see that really easily and also can find the products that they want really easily, rather than it being maybe a little bit cluttered or some of the ranges not quite shining.
And what better way to make a product shine than putting it on a hotspot?
A hotspot in the retail language, essentially an area that you're expecting customers to gravitate to. So it's going to be somewhere where you think you've got your most desirable product, and somewhere where it's going to be one of the most common areas that customers go up and have a look at and engage with. So it can be something you can either use to really sell products, so at the front of your store, or draw them through because you want them customers to go to it, gravitate towards it, but also bring them past your other ranges and your other products you've got.
Before arriving, our experts gave Michaela some homework. Let's see how she got on.
So I made a brand deck, also a mood board of the feel of Tabanaba, which is very much kind of environment inspired and family orientated.
The mood board is quite important to me. So that's where I'm going to take my visual references from, which I have already. So when I saw that, it helped me come up with the window idea. This is going to be your visual language.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So whenever you make a decision in the future about like a window display, or like should I buy a piece of furniture and what should it look like, that is going to help you make that decision.
Okay.
So we have a short amount of time, so we want to try to achieve things that have immediate impact. That we've brought the personality and the brand vision, we've made that come alive.
The current shop window features very little of Michaela's actual stock, and the stock that is out doesn't speak to her wider product story and sits behind some community plants.
This is our shop window at the moment. The plants have overgrown but have hidden the fact that a lot of our items get bleached by the sun. The sun comes in very strong from the midday kind of onwards, so we struggle a lot with what to put in the window so that it doesn't get sun bleached.
An awning would be great, but I don't see any awnings on the street. There might be some sort of planning thing.
I think we need to think about it. Maybe it's part of the product selection. There might be some products, like you've got sun hats and things which are designed to be in the sun, so they might survive better. And then maybe it's about product rotation. So maybe let's think about that when we're thinking about the product choices going in there.
Michaela's largest concern is losing products due to sun bleaching, where the colours of the packaging become faded and look worn. She often ends up having to rotate the stock on a weekly basis, and because of this, it's costing the shop an awful lot of money. And John has his work cut out.
This is the first thing you see, yeah? But I don't quite know what it is.
So Ed or Felixstowe travel around the town and grow in public spaces food for people to eat and cultivate, basically.
Wow, okay. That's a great little initiative. Never heard of anything like that. But they're growing kind of high, and it's kind of blocking the window. And you cannot see the product. I kind of advocated to keep this. And not only keep it, but like extend it into the window.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so the idea I have is to make this look like a garden. So like with garden trellis and like vines growing on it, but the products are growing off the vines.
Oh, what?
So the products are the flowers or the fruits or what are the vegetables. So it's kind of taking this and moving it inside.
Although a large plant covering the front of a shop window isn't ideal, John seems to like the idea of the community initiative and wants to work with it rather than work against it.
What big brands do is we plan windows way in advance, and it's linked with a marketing calendar. It's linked with a whole retail strategy. It's just not like thought of the week before you do the window. It's thought of like minimum 3 months before you do the window. It's already too late to be planning your Christmas windows from a large brand point of view, and we're in like mid-July, right? my recommendation to all the independents is like literally just take a calendar and jot down in the calendar your kind of key selling moments. And then in between, you have these kind of low periods. So if she's gift giving, people's birthdays are all throughout the year. So in a time where the calendar is blank, birthday window. And then how far in advance do you do that window? So say I've got this particular holiday coming. I should put my window in like 3 weeks before that, or 4 weeks or 6 weeks before that holiday. So you just have to block out the calendar. And then you might go, well, I don't really have a lot of money. So, but these are the really 2 most important selling events for me. Maybe I'll put a little bit of money into those, and I won't put a lot of money into the other ones that aren't as important. We got things like this, which we thought, like, if you're doing, it's nice to get a little height. And then we have these are little trays. There you go.
That's amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah. Really, really cool.
So it's like it continues up, you know, in there. And then do try to put something here talking about what this is.
Yeah.
Because then it gives you, you know, like that's a really nice story that's missing. So we've been talking a lot today about sun damage, all these so many ideas. But next door, your neighbor has a blind that pulls down. So you could just have a blind, and then on that blind, you could put something funny, a little saying, I love the sun, but my products don't, or something. I don't know, something like that. Or like, you know, I did mention, someone said even your logo could be on there, something like that.
It's just 1,000 times better. It's all of the same products I have, but they just look totally different. It's amazing.
Well, she had a window that is not well utilized, and you come into the shop and immediately you're hit with product. And we wanted to create that hotspot. And so when you first walk into the store, you see infant toys and infant wear. So right away, your impression is it's a little kid's shop, but it's more than that. So it's kind of see, try, buy. So you see something in the window, then you should be able to come into the store and continue that journey. So you entice them into the store with a continuation. And then the central table isn't necessarily piled high with product. It's another story. It's another window in a way, but inside the shop. And it's a way for you to just create newness all the time by re-merchandising that table as you do the window. And quite often they might be linked.
Okay, Michaela, to tie in with your really fabulous window outside, we've created a new seasonal area for you inside. So this can tie into anything that's going on in Felixstowe or in the wider commercial calendar and seasonal calendar that you can plan. So Christmas, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, you can change the ranges here in the stock to really reflect what's going on and tempt your customers in to a purchase.
So we kind of did like a gradient from like lowest to highest, kind of going up here if you notice. And then we didn't want it to be too, like this was like this, but I thought that's kind of hard to read. So you put one down so you can read it. And then I wanted this purposely to be a little messy because if it's too neat, customers won't touch it.
Yep.
So don't make it too precious. Like this is a bit precious, but if you made it messy, it would be very, very messy. So, and these are outside kind of, this is like little stories within stories. And then this is here, then it leads there. So there's little kind of eye-catching little visual tricks that are actually going on.
They like lead you along, don't they?
Yeah. And then you've got the bottom shelf that you can utilize. Yeah, so we bought these display items. This is like your hero display. So it's in the center and it kind of grounds the whole, it's like a little window in itself. We bought these little trays to help, because it was all just kind of on top of the counter, and it wasn't really, again, the whole thing about visual merchandising is like a book, the cover, the chapters, the paragraphs, the sentences, the words, and then the punctuation. So that's all what's kind of, that's what's happening here.
I just think it's crazy that you got that and then you tied it in with the moon and stars. And did you walk around the shop saying, I need something mindful with moons and stars and stuff? Or did you just...
because I had your mood board.
Okay.
And you had this kind of, that type of customer. Right. I assumed you had product like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether not knowing it or not.
Okay.
So when I saw that, I thought, oh, she has that kind of customer. She has that kind of product. It's bound to work.
I think it's crazy because the feeling is like it's been achieved in 2 hours, but it actually hasn't. It's been a lot of background work from these guys, and you just worked relentlessly, just touching everything, moving, everything's been moved around, and it's all of the same items, but it looks and feels completely different. Definitely had the professionals in.
The results? Well, they were instant. Let's take a look.
Hello, I just thought I'd say hi. We've had a lot of changes here since the Mission Makeover input. So every time we put an item in the window, follow it through onto the first hotspot and possibly a third site further in the store. Customers seem to be drawn in initially, obviously, by the product, and then because they're reminded 2 or 3 times by the time they've done a walk round, they're more likely to buy. So we've had a lot of sales of towels, and also with this jewellery section in the gold kind of boxes, they've really highlighted some of the jewellery, so we've done a lot of that recently, and I've just restocked as well. So yeah, it's all going well, thank you.
And the story doesn't end there. In the coming episodes, we'll look at the world of smart buying, powerful PR moves, going online, and building a lasting customer loyalty. Michaela's journey is just the beginning. Are you ready to start yours? You can download the toolkits for all of the areas covered today to implement yourself, but we will be building on these throughout the series. Download your toolkits and explore the opportunities the Spring and Autumn Fair offer, like exclusive mentoring sessions, bonus videos and insider tips. You can find the download link in the video description. So whatever your store type, we've got the tools you need and plenty more surprises along the way. So stay tuned.